What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 3 and another Blizzard Mountain Descent. My vehicle today is the AMC Gremlin X. Now this is quite an interesting and amazing funny car. The PI is now 920 because I stuck an 8.4 litre V10 into this little hatchback. It's a little bit crazy, let's be honest. It is supercharged because, well, I've got a giant supercharger on the front. Now has 1,100 horsepower, which is a hell of a lot. 1,304 torque, and it only weighs 1,245 kilograms. So I am quite scared of the AMC Gremlin. It could be a great car, it could be terrifying. I'm going to go for option 2. Alright, so here we are at our Blizzard Mountain Snow Forest Descent course with the AMC Gremlin X. Now the current leader is the Toyota Hilux that we, I believe, had out, no, not last time, the time before, with a 209.163. It's hard to say really, because this car is about 500 kilograms lighter than the Hilux. It has just under 100 more horsepower, a bit more torque as well, I believe. And it's interesting as well because that car is also supercharged. And also the really funny thing is that they both have the exact same PI, both 920 PI exactly. However, I don't think this is going to go quicker than the Hilux because, well, especially from driving it right now, it doesn't seem like the most composed thing I've ever driven. It seems quite understeery actually at a lot of times. It feels, I wouldn't say heavy, I don't know, it's got a bit of a weird handling style to it, I will be honest. It does, I suppose, feel a little bit heavy, and that is quite strange. I mean, it only weighs 1,200 kilograms, which really isn't a lot. I mean, you know, comparing that with the Hilux, which weighed over 1,700 kilograms, which is a hell of a lot of weight. I believe it may even be the heaviest car we have had so far. However, that did go very, very quick, like I said, right up there in first place. I don't think this is going to really challenge that. However, you know, I didn't think the Toyota Hilux would have been in first place because it was quite a bit down on PI compared to a lot of cars. It was the heaviest thing by quite a long way. So really, with this series, I've begun to think, who knows? Who seriously knows? Now, first of all, having that supercharger, that blower on the hood, does mean that the visibility can be a little bit bad, mainly when going into right-hand corners, like this. It can be a little bit bad, I will be honest. As for how the car feels, of course, it's all-wheel drive converted. It does feel quite, it feels quite weighty. That's what I'm confused about. A bit of understeer, a little bit strange to drive. I will be honest. We've gone over that cockeyed at the end there. However, on our first run, a 2:14.034. It is right down the order right now. However, we can definitely go quicker. Okay, it's run number 2 for the old Gremlin. Let's see if we can go quicker. We really need to, you know, get a good time in here. So this is quite an interesting car to drive, I will be honest. It doesn't drive anything like I would expect, anywhere near how I would expect it to, I suppose. Getting it down there is a little bit strange. It does feel really heavy. I don't know what it is. It's such a weird feeling car. The acceleration, of course, is very, very good with all that power and relatively light weight. It does accelerate monstrously quick. However, with this being an old car, 1973, the chassis not really built to have this much power. I mean, I don't know how much power this has from standard. I'd be surprised if it's at 200 horsepower. I would imagine it would almost certainly, that's a new word. I am inventing new words in this video. It's almost certainly less than 200 horsepower, I would say. I didn't actually check, but I mean, it's in D class from standard, so you know, it's not going to be the most powerful thing in the world. And yeah, with it being such an old car, 1973, I say such an old car, it's not that old, but you know, one of the older cars, especially compared to the Hilux, its chassis isn't really built for this. And yeah, the understeer, I don't even know if it's understeer, to be honest. We have to be slow over here, I don't want to drag that too wide. It's really weird, it just feels really heavy, and I don't know why that is. I'm really confused about this car. You know, when you've got it all right, it's actually driving quite well. However, it gets heavy, feels heavy around there, and gets a big understeer. Not having any oversteer problems at all in this car. Maybe when coming out of a corner, and accelerating maybe a little bit, but you know, that's to expect when you've got this much power in a car with this shorter wheelbase and this light. Yeah, we don't like it around there because lots of understeer. That is quite infuriating actually. And then yeah, a lot of understeer out of there as well. This is quite an understeery car, and that's where we are losing time definitely with the understeer. We are going to go quicker this run definitely. I think we're in the 211s in that one, a 211.231. So at the moment we are looking at a pretty fast time, about 9th place right now. Can we go any quicker? Alright, the final run for the Gremlin, a 211.231 to try and go faster than. I honestly don't know if we can go that much quicker. That first corner there, over the hill, horrible crest, over that hill there, really drags the car, really drags the car. I'm now taking a lot of speed into that corner. We didn't hit the wall, so that's good. I mean, if it dirties the lap, I still count it as long as it's not, you know, full-on corner cuts. We're actually quite slow out of that corner there, but honestly, I think we can probably maybe go a little bit quicker. However, it's quite an interesting car. I was expecting this to be a crazy monstrous car, and in some ways it is. You know, I'm having to be quite careful on the throttle, not super careful, but fairly careful on the throttle, or else it is gonna just step out. However, it doesn't have the same oversteer issues that I was expecting it to have. It's mainly understeer, and that's something that I was a little bit surprised about. I mean, of course it's an all-wheel drive car, but all the cars on this series are all-wheel drive. I convert every car, that is part of the rules for this Blizzard Mountain series, and we don't have much understeer. We have quite a few I nearly said oversteer twitchy cars. We don't often get understeery cars on this series. It's just something that doesn't really happen. I mean, the Toyota Hilux, such a heavy car, it wasn't too understeery from what I can remember. I mean, that was quite a while ago, a few weeks ago now, going on a month since I drove that car, but I don't remember it being ridiculously understeery, or oversteery. I mean, it went quickest, so, oh, look at that understeer. I don't think we're going to go quickest here, very quick here at all, because we've been quite bad around a lot of corners. The understeer is definitely what, you know, makes this car not great. I mean, I can't even really say that it's fun to chuck around, because you can't chuck it around the course like I was kind of expecting. I was expecting this to be a really fun chuck around the course sort of car. It just isn't, and we're not going to go quicker on this final run. That's kind of disappointing. I mean, it's a decent time overall. We did a 2:12.266 there, quite a bit slower, a whole second slower actually. So it is quite a bit slower. Yeah, I was expecting to maybe go a little bit quicker with the Gremlin. So the time, a 2:11.231. We'll put the AMC Gremlin X into 9th place. It loses out to the Volvo, it beats the Volvo 242, the Mercedes 190e, the Renault Alpine, but it it just slightly misses out on the HSV GTSR, the Aston Martin Vulcan, the BMW i8. Honestly, I think, all things considered, it did pretty well. However, it is not. I was expecting it to be a little bit more slidey and crazy. If it was more slidey and crazy, probably would have gone slower, to be honest. So it is a little bit easier to drive. However, it's a bit slow and not the funnest thing in the world. However, it is still a crazy machine. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Comment what other cars you'd like to see on this series, and I'll see you guys in the next video.